she is lounging today. Oh my goodness, she is lounging today. Aloha e como mai, all you magical beings. Welcome, welcome to this video. Okay, so for those of you who haven't seen, I'm kind of in the office area right now, in the lounge area inside our kitchen, and we have our office over here. Anyway, so I'm just here to share with you some of my spring traditions that create magic in my home and even here in our office area, because we actually have like a little kitchen over here, and then we also have a wonderful place where we store our products and our inventory. But I like to do what I do at home also over here too. Okay, so I just wanted to share with you some of the three things that, well, one of the many things. I'm going to do three major things that I figured that would, light a fire for spring, because spring is all about new beginnings. It's about rejuvenation, the start of something new, getting the energy vibe going, just like getting things up and at 'em. Winter is done with. We are saying ahui ho, sayonara, bye-bye to winter, and now we have this wonderful spark of new energy coming up, and that's what spring is all about. So some of the many things that I like to do, I'm going to share with you three that you can even implement where you're at and have so much fun doing this. Okay, so let's just get right into it. Okay, so first things first, when spring comes, clean. Yes. Now, normally we clean and, we're up to, spot clean. But when spring is here, at the very beginning of spring, what I like to do is just get into a deep clean. So no matter, even if certain parts of the home is clean, I'm deep cleaning. Deep clean, like every nook, every cranny, every crevice, everything. Okay, just get in there and deep clean, move things around, because there's things that haven't been touched in such a long time. Even though you clean in your normal areas, there's some areas that haven't been cleaned. Like for many of you, the top of the refrigerator. You know who you are. Okay, I happen to constantly clean my top of the refrigerator because I'm tall, okay, so I can see it. But I know many of you that don't, because you're shorter than the refrigerator, so it's normally, right, what you can't see, you're not going to clean, on the top of the cupboards, the in the kitchen where the cupboards are up high, you got stuff on the top, okay, that needs to be clean. Remember, magical beings, we work with energy. Okay, we work with the magic of the universe, right? The places that you haven't cleaned for at least a year, like that top of the fridge or the top of the cabinet, those kind of things collect dust. And then dust is what? Little particles of skin, collagen, insects or whatever, which is a part of the universe, right? So those things collect. So in your practice, when you're practicing your magic, you're going to have that old energy. So clean it out, girl. Clean it out. You don't need it anymore, okay? And especially when it's up there and you have things coming to you from outside sources, it's going to collect. And that's just, we'll save that for another video, okay? We'll talk about energy collection, okay? So, oh girl, yeah, she's in the process of downsizing her body, okay? So she's like, checking herself out a little bit. All right. So number one is deep clean. Okay. I apologize. I'm learning how to look at the camera eye hole as if I'm looking to the camera, but I always tend to look at the screen. I apologize. Okay. You're going to see this. I'm going to leave it in. So number one, deep clean. Okay. Get yourself some deep clean. Get out there, scrub, shoot down your patio, your lanai, wipe down your walls, whatever. Deep clean as much as possible as you can. Okay. Number two, I love number 2, and I love to do it only because it brings me joy. And if we're talking about statistically, analytically, logically, it's one of the top aromas that human beings actually love that spark happiness. Okay? Number 2, baked bread. Fresh baked bread, oh my goodness, in the home, especially during the springtime. It is an amazing sensation, and it brings in the magic. It really does, okay? For those of you that can bake, can cook, get yourself a recipe, whip up some bread, and bake. Bake every day, every other day for about a week, just to let that aroma come in and just share it with your friends and family, okay? It's amazing because that magic that you put into the bread, that amazing energy that goes into it, and it goes through the air, the aroma, it's magical in itself. And besides, who really doesn't love bread? I mean, and I'm not talking about people who are gluten-free and on keto. I'm talking about your taste buds, girl. I'm talking about your taste buds, okay? We're not talking about whether it's healthy for you or not. But if you make fresh baked bread from home, it's a whole lot healthier, okay? But we're not talking about what's healthy. We're talking about what feels good, okay? We love the feel of feeling good. All right, okay. That's number 2, okay? Now, number 3 is I like to start my garden. So once I finish my deep clean, I like to start planting. Okay, planting my herbs, my vegetables for the upcoming season. You know, I start planting, and it's a good time to begin your abundance prosperity magic if you're doing plant magic with that, and that's why I include this as part of my spring tradition, is because that's what I like to do. I like to plant my plant magic with. I don't do my whole garden as plant magic because that's a lot, but I will do certain plants as my plant magic for whether it's for good health this summer, you know, for prosperity and for love and for abundance. So I will do those things, yes, and just being able to do that and then being able to be outside in nature itself is an amazing thing. So I like to start planting my herbs and my vegetables and whatnot. Yeah, my fruit, I don't normally plant fruit because I have fruit trees that normally have already bring the fruit trees that make fruit. So normally it's my vegetables and my herbs that I like to do. Yeah, so start planting, do something like that in the garden. And you don't have to have a huge garden like myself, you know. You can have a small garden. You can do pots, okay? Do pots, especially for some of you that don't have a yard, that have an apartment. Do pots, or even I think I saw one time on the TV where they have that little herb garden thing you can put in your kitchen. Yeah, so something that you know that you can just have. It doesn't have to be big. It can be small, and that is magic as well. Okay, so yes, so 3 things during spring that I like to do: deep clean, bake bread, and start my planting. Okay, amongst other things that I like to do, but I just wanted to share 3 things with you all so that you can start, you know, doing that as well. And I would like to say that I am going to make some videos on plant magic, which I probably will, but I don't know how it's gonna turn out because I'm still learning all this technological things, and you know, even in my head when I have it like, okay, I'm gonna do this way, I'm gonna do it that way. I'm still learning all of that stuff, but I would like to do like, and I try not to do it. Just, I mean, I could just take the film and just be like, here we go, you know, which I may, you know. I mean, if you guys are okay with it, you know, as long as you know I'm learning and I'm trying to improve, you know, because I was somewhat born. I was born at the very beginning of the technological age, like, you know, growing up in that era. I wasn't born smack dab like many of you that are younger than myself that were born in the era of technology where you popped out of your mother's womb pressing buttons on the iPhone. So I wasn't born that there was no cell phones before myself and whatnot. We really actually had, I think, yeah, it was back then. I mean, of course, not as old as some of the generations before me, but still, for many of you, you're like, oh my god, that is old. Like, what kind of technology is this? Anyhow, so happy spring, happy Ostara, happy equinox, happy whatever it is you celebrate, happy holidays to you. And so enjoy the spring. This is a great time to regroup with yourself and plan and execute what you want to happen. Okay, so anyways, all you beautiful magical people, remember the magic is within you, and let spring and the warmth of spring come into your life. Now, if you live below the equator, I apologize. Just go look for my opposite videos, my other videos. That is the opposite. Okay, for you guys that are below the equator, it's like autumn. Yeah, you guys are going to autumn. Yeah, autumn. So, but yeah, anyways, I lost my train of thought. As if Miss Auntie Lokilani was here, she would have been like, oh my god, you're so drama. Stop being dramas. Oh my god, stop doing dramas. Okay, anyways, magical beans, a hootie ho, and hugs and honeys. Mwah.